The Virtual Wizard Review. For those of you who know the game NARC, know that this game's all over the place. I remember playing this game for the first time in the mid-90s at an arcade called Strike One. It's filled with nothing but action from the first level all the way to the end, and believe me when I say, you better not blink, because if you do, you'll die pretty quick. This 1988 run-and-gun arcade game was designed by Eugene Jarvis for Williams Electronics and programmed by George Petro. It was one of the first ultra-violent video games and a frequent target of parental criticism of the video game industry. The object of the game is to arrest and kill drug offenders, confiscate their money and drugs, and defeat Mr. Big, the final boss. Well, who the hell's Mr. Big? I'll explain that in just a bit. It was the first game in the newly restarted Williams Electronics coin-op division after being acquired by Midway. The main characters are Max Force and Hitman, who have received a memo from Spencer Williams, narcotics opposition chairman in Washington, D.C., dispatching them on Project NARC. Their mission is to apprehend Mr. Big, a head of an underground drug trafficking and terrorist organization. The player controls either Max Force or Hitman, who shoot or arrest junkies, drug dealers, and organized crime kingpins. Max and Hit are each equipped with an automatic weapon and a missile launcher. When the enemy is dispatched using the latter, they explode in a torrent of scorched and bloody appendages. Some enemies can be arrested after they surrender and then float away with the word "busted" over them. This is then added to the tally at the end of the level along with drugs and money confiscated from the other enemies that dropped when they were gunned down. The game awards more points at the end of the round for arresting enemies without killing them. Then we have the final boss, Mr. Big, who is basically just some fat guy's head with a fedora on and sunglasses and rides some sort of motorized wheelchair. Once Mr. Big is damaged enough, the skin falls off of his face and he appears as a dismembered skullhead, but don't give up and keep firing on him, and eventually he'll explode like into a million pieces, and then you walk into his vault and confiscate all his money. Overall, I think that NARC is a really good game and is really entertaining, especially if you have a friend to join you, and if you don't for some reason, it's just as satisfying playing by yourself. The Virtual Wizard signing off. Thanks for watching.